What is happening, DJ Talk family, and how y'all doing tonight? First of all, welcome to the 112th episode of DJ Talk. Now, before we get started, I would like to send a shout out to everyone that is having a great month of November, even though we are getting started in November. And hopefully, y'all have a great month, a great week, and more importantly, hopefully, y'all have a great, successful month of November. And Thanksgiving is just around the corner because this month is a month of gratitude and being appreciative and grateful for everything that we all have. So, like I said, hopefully you guys keep winning. So, if you are new to this channel, allow me to welcome you to D Nation family. Hopefully, all enjoy it here. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, but most importantly, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. Many more contents to come, many more episodes to come, and many more surprises to come. So stay tuned for more. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a new topic, brand new. Never spoke about it in DJ Talk podcast until tonight. Today, we're going to be talking about how to end your nightmare. Very interesting topic right here. So, some of you may have a question, and some of you may are asking, "Hey D, why did you choose another good topic to talk about?" Well, that's a very good question. Very good question. In life, we all go through stuff in our lives, if you know what I mean. Sometimes, in order for our nightmare to end, we have to do a lot of things in life. And that is, we have to pray about it and we have to let go of it. In other words, let go of that fear, let go of fears of failure, let go of fear of um, I'm trying hard, and let go of the fear of winning and being successful. That's what we need to do in life. We need to just let it go and continue to progress. There are multiple quotes that speaks about ending the nightmare. And it goes something like this. And keep in mind, it's very important that we all end the fear and end the nightmare. So, like I said before, it's time to let go of the fear. Number one, Judy Bloom says, each of us must confront our own fears, must come face to face with them. How do we handle our fears? Will determine where we go with the rest of our lives. To experience adventure or to be limited by the fear of it. Number two, Dale Carnegie says, inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home. Do not sit home and think about it. Go out and get busy. Number three, Eleanor Roosevelt says, you gain strength, knowledge, is strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, I have lived through this horror. I can take the next thing that comes along. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Number four, Yoda from Star Wars says, fear is the path up to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. I'll repeat that again for the people that didn't hear for the first time. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. Yep, that's true. Number five, Nelson Mandela says, the brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Number six, Marie Curie says, nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Number seven, Roseanne Cash says, the key to change is to let go of fear. Number eight, Ralph Waldo Emerson says, he who is not every day conquering some fear has not learned the secret of life. Number nine, Marilyn Monroe says, we should all start to live before we get too old. Fear is stupid, so are regrets. Number 10, Helen Keller says, avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. Number 11, Henry Ford says, one of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do. Number 12, Babe Ruth says, don't let the fear of striking out hold you back. Number 13, Theodore Roosevelt says, it is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the area or arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who is the best, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, and least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither knows victory nor defeat. Number 14, James Blatcher Cisneros says, you believe a nightmare is real because you keep supporting its reality. Once you stop supporting its reality, you will start awakening from it. Number 15, Seth Godin says, beware, being aware of your fear is smart. Overcoming is the mark of a successful person. I'll repeat that again to anybody that is in here that didn't hear for the first time. Being aware of your fear is smart. Overcoming it is the mark of a successful person. Number 16, Susan Jeffers says, feel the fear and do it anyway. Number 17, Walt Disney says, all the adversity I've had in my life, all my struggles and obstacles have strengthened me. Number 18, William Shakespeare says, extreme fear can neither fight nor fly. Number 19, Bertrand Russell says, fear is the man's source of superstitious and one of the main source of cruelty. To conquer fear is the beginning of wisdom. Number 20, Bruce Lee says, Do not fear, don't fear failure, not failure, but low aim is the crime. In great attempts, it is glorious to even to fail. Number 21, Jonas Salk says, I had dreams and I have had nightmares, but I have conquered my nightmares because of my dreams. Number 22, Jill Scott says, just because you have a nightmare doesn't mean you don't stop dreaming. In other words, you stop dreaming. Neither you stop having good dreams or you don't dream at all. Number 23, Dolly Parton says, a lot of dreams can turn to nightmares if you don't really work them. Number 24, Lao Tzu says, there is no illusion greater than fear. Number 25, Nelson Mandela says, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Number 26, Althena Singh says, never trust your fears. They don't know your strengths. 27, Tony Robbins says, focus on where you want to go, not on what you fear. Number 28, Theodore Roosevelt says, it is hard to fail, but it is worse to never to have tried to succeed. Number 29, Francis Chan says, our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. And last but not least, number 30, Catherine Patterson says, to fear is one thing, but to let fear grab you by the tail and swing you around is the other. As we can see here, there are many things that make sense, though. If we can learn how to end our nightmare, everything that has happened to us in our lives will be gone, and we can go towards newer and greater things in our lives. And in order to do that, we have to let go of that fear so we can move up to the height of success. Now, before I wrap up this episode, I want to say a few things and hopefully it will touch your heart. End your nightmare. I'll repeat it again. End your nightmare. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in and thank you guys for the love and support. And stay tuned for the new episodes of DJ Talk. Stay positive, stay focused, and have a good night, everybody. Peace out. Come on, let's go.